Oh, how does this thing work? Oh wait, it's already on. Oh yeah, I guess it's been a while. I don't even know how I'm using it anymore. I'm back! So, well, how do I start these? Oh yeah. Hello, and welcome back to another Cruisin with Corey. We are here on a Tuesday morning for kind of a channel update. Might do a, actual video later today, which means I'll post it after this. But this is more of a channel update. You saw the title in the video, and kind of clickbaity, but I got to give you somehow get back in the algorithm. So yes, I'm back. Yes, I quit my W-2 job. Yes, the channel is going to be a lot more active, prosper, and I do plan on actually making investments to make it better than it was before and really try to blow this thing up in the good way, not the send me to jail way. All right, bye. Now really, what happened? You want to know, I'm assuming. Why did I quit my W-2 job where I punched in, I got a paycheck, pretty good paycheck, and punched out and got benefits and didn't have to worry about taxes and didn't have to drive my car into the ground? Why did I give that all up to do DoorDash and Spark and Instacart and all of these apps? Why? Well, I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell me why.
Ultimately, schedule. Ultimately, it's raising a family. Now, that seems very generic, so let me get into more details. We know that times are changing. We don't live in the world back in the 1930s where the father goes and works 50 hours at a factory and mom stays at home with the kids. We live in a dynamic environment where both parties work, both parties in the family contribute, and you have to balance things. And ultimately, in my family, my wife is the breadwinner. We've had times where I'm the breadwinner. Right now, she's the breadwinner, and her schedule is more important than mine. I worked a retail sales schedule. It was a good job, paid well, had good benefits. There were parts of the job I didn't like. There were parts of the job I really didn't like, but you deal with the positives and negatives, you balance them out, you make it work. Unfortunately, when you work 11 to 8 every day for the most part, it becomes extremely hard to balance a family life. AKA, I didn't see my kids because I dropped one of my kids off at school at 8 o'clock in the morning. I had my youngest, who I was dropping off at my mother-in-law's house. And my mother-in-law was having to do a lot of the burden of taking my kids to activities and picking them up from school. And, I'm putting a lot of burden on other people because my wife is working an 8 to 5 with no flexibility, but she has the money. So we're having to pay people for favors, pay people gas. We're having to, change other people's lives to benefit ours. And it puts a lot of strain on things. Compounded with the fact that I just wasn't seeing my kids. My kids were like, when are you going to be home, Dada? When are you going to be home? When do we get to do this? And it puts you as a person in a big situation of what is more important, my family or my career? Because could I have made the job work? Could I have found ways to logistically make it work? Yes. It would not have been impossible, but you have to deal with the other side of it. What am I doing? I have kids that are 7 and 5, not getting these years back. I'm also not getting the money back, but at the same time, you don't get these years back. And every parent will tell you, I wish I was there more when they were a kid. Because when they're a teenager, they grow up, you have 18 years of childhood, and then they're an adult. Most of your life is not as a child. And when you're missing activities, you're missing that first soccer goal, you're missing that time they did really good in swim. You're missing that time where they learned how to ice skate. You're missing all of these things. You don't get these moments back. And then if I can still make money, albeit probably less, but we can make enough for our family to get by and not have to, you know, eat ramen noodles and Spam every day, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take the opportunity to be there as a dad than I am to just pad a bank account and be an absent parent. What does that mean? That means, yes, I'm going back to gig. I don't know, the hours are still gonna be kind of hit and miss because, you know, we still have other things to balance in life, more so than I had last year when the channel was more thriving. But that's gonna be my predominant source of income. But like I said, I want to do investments. I'm really looking into an Insta360 camera because I really like those cool shots. But my other kind of conundrum here is that I don't want to just be stuck into a gig channel, because eventually my kids will be in school and it will be more feasible for me to work an 8 to 5, a 9 to 5, whatever, and I'll still be there and blah, 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 blah. But I don't want to be in a spot, and I know there's I don't want to drop names, but I know there's a couple gig tubers who don't want to gig tube anymore, but that's what their channel is. So even though their real life is separate from gig work, they still do a gig work video once or twice a week, just because that's what they have to do. So while this is predominantly going to be a gig channel, I don't want to say that it's going to be exclusively a gig channel. Because we are going to Disney in May. I'm gonna bring a camera with me. We are probably going camping a few times in the summer. I'm gonna bring a camera with me. Probably going to a NASCAR race or two this year. I'm gonna bring a camera with me. I'm gonna buy a new camera. I'm gonna review it. I'm gonna tell you how I like that camera and if it works for you. Because if you like YouTube videos and you want to use a camera, if I could find stuff to help you out, I'm gonna do that too. If I find creative ways to make money, I'm gonna tell you that. So I don't want this just to be a YouTube channel for gig work. While predominantly in the short term that's what it's gonna be, I hope that when other content comes out that you guys kind of vibe with it and like me for me, not just because I'm telling you that this $6 DoorDash sucks and the $7 Uber is better. You know, there's a million YouTube channels out there for gig work. Most of them are the same. Personalities and editing styles are what differentiate them. My editing style, I'm really gonna put a lot of work into it. My personality, well, if you're still watching this, clearly you like how I vibe. You know, my wife, she's restarting her channel. She just bought a camera herself, a better one, so we're not sharing a GoPro. The GoPro is kind of going to be an extra camera. That's kind of the plan. But we're really looking to get into this content creation world and would love to have you along for the ride, bringing my old line back into it. So, that being said, look forward to videos, look forward to higher quality videos. But right now, in those comments down there, what do I have to look forward to in 2025? What do I have to dread in 2025? Am I going to be walking out with $50 a day on 8-hour shifts? Or do you think that I can prosper in this new gig world? I'm going to hope that I can prosper. I know it's not going to be as good, but I know there's a lot of new avenues, a lot of new delivery gig apps coming out there, new verticals, as some companies call them, with different ways you can make money in apps. So is this still something that's going to feed my family in 2025? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. We're growing this slowly, especially now that I've taken 5 months off. But I'm still gonna have fun doing it, and I would love to have some more friends along for the ride. So this is Corey out.